I never really know where I'm going to wake up. This particular morning was at a rest area just outside of the Finger Lakes region of western New York. After seeing the amazing Niagara Falls and a very vivid, colorful sunset, I drove through the night to this area. This was my first time ever driving through this area of western New York, and I must say driving through this various terrain was both surprising and satisfying as I made my way to Cayuga Lake to meet a friend that I haven't seen for a while. As I neared closer to my friend's place, some of the terrain did look familiar as we visited Ha Funland here 2 years ago. And then you make it to the lake. After meeting up with my friends, we went to Grimes Glen Park to see the waterfalls. They were amazing. And after chasing waterfalls, we went to the quaint but cute little town of Hammondsport. It was nice to see my friends, even if just for a day. The next morning, I drove through the pouring rain towards Bath, where eventually it would clear up just enough to where I could go to the AutoZone and get a new battery for my car. After that, I did some laundry, which was located right next to a railroad. Unfortunately, there was no train. I spent the rest of the day in Bath, and it was just a short drive to the Pennsylvania Welcome Center where I would stay. This is the Tioga County rest area on the border of Pennsylvania and New York, and it offers some of the best views I've ever seen from any rest area I've been. Definitely recommend if you're in the area for an overnight stop. This next leg of the journey, it would take us from the PA Welcome Center through part of the Pennsylvania wilds, back up into New York, and then back down into Pennsylvania. If the route looks a little wild, well, that's because at the time I wasn't sure if my friend in Brooklyn was going to be available to see me or not. Going through this area of Pennsylvania, I took Route 6, which, if you went west, actually leads you through what's called the Pennsylvania Wilds, which 2 years back I did go through, and you can see some videos on that. I'll try and link them here. On this section of the route, just east of the city of Mansfield, Pennsylvania, it really is just a 2-lane open road just going through the country. I stopped at this state park called Mount Pisgah, which was a pretty little park and had a really nice lake where I just hung out at for a little while. One thing that I've noticed about all the state parks that I've been to in Pennsylvania is that they are all free of charge. So as far as I know, it's a good place to just rest and relax. Because sometimes Google Maps does its thing.
Sometimes
Sometimes Google brings you on some interesting gravel backcountry roads when you're rural. Oh yeah, look at this little one-lane bridge here. This is cool. Google Maps, y'all. Google Maps.
Luther's Mills Road.
Alright, and here is the covered bridge. Cool. Oh, these are awesome. Fantastic. Now we're on a regular road, but look at this beautiful valley we're in northeastern Pennsylvania. Rural town driving. Sometimes there's some farming equipment on the road and you just got to deal with it. It's fine.
In a half mile, take the exit toward New York 17 Service Road.
But then, as I headed back into New York, she said she was able to see me, so I headed back down into Pennsylvania and at a rest area that would just take me a few hours outside of Manhattan. I've never driven into New York City. I usually avoid it at all costs. And even though I wasn't driving into Manhattan, taking the North Way into one of the boroughs, I knew it was going to be an experience. I crossed over the Hudson, over the Governor Mario Cuomo Bridge, and let me tell you what a sight to behold. The cable towers, suspended the way they are, look like wings, and it almost felt like I was driving over a bird's back. Beautiful. You get your first look of Manhattan as you're driving through the Bronx. And as you get closer and closer to the city, it just seems like the traffic gets a little more and more intense. You do get to cross over some beautiful bridges though, as you get to the Brooklyn borough. I finally made it to Brooklyn. I met up with my friends. We went to the beach by her place and took a few pictures of New York City before getting ready to board the ferry, where I would end up making a fail bomb. But you'll see.
Swimming down there.
Nice.
No, okay.
Oh damn, I forgot to charge this thing. But at least my phone had power. So we'll take a look at the ferry ride to South Manhattan, as well as dinner at the fish market and some walks around the One World Trade Center. We can also use this time to chat if you're in Premiere. So again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Peace.